Hello and welcome to your favorite show every Thursday, brought to you by Led by Passion. I'm Felicia, your host for today. Today we feature a young carpenter based in the heart of Lusaka that's producing such good products, big products that we are so excited to see and be a part of what he's doing, and we are so excited to be here, and we are in his space actually, as you can see in the background, and today he's just going to share with us what his journey is and give some enlightenment or hope for somebody who would like to venture into this business. So we're here at Wood Lovers Destination, and he's going to share with us what his business is all about and his journey. Winter, welcome.
Thank you very much, Felicia, for hosting me.
We're glad that you have allowed us this time to be here, to come into your space and get you from your working spot. But yeah, we are so excited to be here. We've seen what you're doing. We think that you're doing a really good work. We are inspired to see. Yeah, we're inspired to see young people like you. Not afraid to get your hands dirty, not afraid to make really big things that a huge lane of clientele can be impressed with. So we would like to just chat with you and listen to your story and your journey, and hope that a young person out there that's interested in this field could pick up something from you and possibly learn from. Sure. So we'll get right to it. Who is Winter?
Basically, in a nutshell, Winter is a young entrepreneur who is a CEO for Wood Lovers Destination, as you earlier mentioned in the introduction. I also do leadership coaching. Nice. Maybe getting dirty, but sometimes I also do leadership coaching. That's the other thing that I do.
Yes.
So that's Winter, and I'm also involved in issues that do with career guidance with an organization that is called Asset. Beside the Sensei team. So in that organization, I play a role of a chief tutor. Okay. So I am also a tutor in that regard, yes.
You're a busy man.
Sure.
Okay, so give us your education background. What led us here?
I'll begin from my tertiary education. Of course, the rest is history. I'm a water engineer by profession. I did my water engineering diploma at NRDC, and I was done in 2015.
Okay.
Actually, before then, I had dreams of becoming a civil engineer. So, lucky enough, by the time I was done with my grade 12, my parents had advised me to begin with water engineering, because by then, NRDC was enrolling faster than other universities and colleges. So they advised me to enter into NRDC. Then from there, when I'm done, I would further do my dream career, civil engineering. Then I was done with water engineering, but unfortunately, after finishing water engineering, 2 years down the line, I could not find any job. Yeah, I tried to apply, I was walking around town, Lusaka, with a lot of brown envelopes. Yeah, a lot of CVs and application letters, trying to find a stable job, because actually we believed as water engineers in our institution to say, when you're done with your school, you get a very good job. Yes. Maybe Zesco, maybe Lusaka Water and Sewerage, and you'll be paid very well. That's what I knew, and that's what we all knew. But unfortunately, I never found a job. And some of my friends found their jobs. But through that experience, I was led to realize that I think I'm made for something else. Instead of getting a job, I think let me create jobs for others. So I thought through what is the thing that I can start with in starting entrepreneurship. I realized that there was something that was burning in me apart from civil engineering, the carpentry aspect. Because my father, by profession, is a carpenter. He has been a carpenter all his life. Through carpentry, even reached to a level where he became a director for Stanzini Trade School that teaches trades and everything else because of carpentry.
Wow.
Yeah, and when he retired, he opened a workshop at home. So we were attached to that, and because of that background, I ended up finding myself here.
So you're saying your father influenced this passion and this journey because you were exposed to this kind of life at home. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, actually his influence played a very big role, because almost of our life we would see that happening. And I think I was the fortunate one, maybe unfortunate or fortunate one. I could not ignore that.
Fortunate.
And I bear his name. He's Winter Senior and I'm Winter Junior. Maybe that's why, I don't know.
We'll find out.
Sure.
You've shared a little bit about how, you were studying in a particular field, water engineering, and you were thinking, I'm definitely going to find a job after this.
Sure.
That's the idea of every single student in these institutions. And, it takes them coming out and facing this on their own to come and realize that actually there isn't that many jobs out there.
Sure.
But because they're in school and they're not preparing themselves for either or, a lot of people become stuck for a long time.
Sure.
Usually even longer than 2 years.
Yeah.
But for you, it was 2 years and then you immediately jumped onto something.
Yeah.
How did you feel in that space of, I've graduated as a water engineer and now I'm gonna cut wood and, start to do this? Did you feel some sort of, were you down because you felt like I'm not doing what I really wanted to do? Or were you happy because carpentry was coming from a place of passion and a place of where you've grown up seeing this as a normal trade, a normal job for anybody?
I loved to see my dad making stuff from wood.
Okay.
I loved it. I can't lie, I loved it. But I never thought I would be one of them. Because you see, getting educated, and that's what most people think, and I was a victim. When we get educated, we think skills are not meant for us. Yes. Those that are done with grade 12, with a university and college, skills like carpentry, plumbing and everything else, they're not for us. But because of that attachment of loving the woodwork that my dad was doing and how also he succeeded in that regard, I was inspired and that passion developed. That's why I ended up thinking about starting with carpentry, the first field in my entrepreneurship journey, because that was the nearest thing I could do. There was nowhere else I could go. There's nothing else I could think about apart from what was closer to me, the carpentry thing. And I was not ashamed. I was not ashamed, and I'm still proud of what I'm doing, and this thing is going big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So other than, of course, being passed down this trade from your dad, obviously there were some resources that you could source from your dad. He almost like nurtured you into this
Sure.
field. How difficult or easy was it for you to start? Like, what's the kind of monies we are talking about in terms of investment or in terms of time? What kind of capital are we talking about for a young person out there that's sitting and saying, look, I have the skill, I can try this and that, but I don't have the resources to do this?
Yeah. The first thing that I had was the idea of how I can enter the field. What am I going to do? And I came up with the name Wood Lovers Destination and what I'm going to do at the end of the day. Then I also told my dad and he was happy about it. Then I requested that I should do a short practical course of carpentry at Thornpark Construction Center. Then he advised me to do that and he also supported me and paid for that. Then I was done with it for almost 3 months. When I was done, I came now on the workshop, because the workshop that I'm using now, this one where you are, is his workshop.
Okay.
Yeah, because the time I was starting, he was sick. Yeah, and he was saying, I've stopped and I don't want to continue with this. So I think let me take this opportunity and use that same space.
Let me carry the name.
Yeah, and carry the name. Actually, him was using WM Royal Furniture.
Okay.
Me, I rebranded, I say, is Wood Lovers Destination, because I want to meet a clientele that loves hardwood.
Yes.
Okay, so he helped me to start from Thornpark Construction Center from there, and I started from here, and that was 2018, and I had 5 clients the whole 2018. But 2019 I had more than 25.
Okay, so other than money, what do you feel has been your greatest investment in this project for you to reach the level that you've reached today?
My investment, actually I've created time for this project. I have a plan, a vision over time that this business should grow. But I've made sure that the time that is expected of me to give it, I've given the attention it deserves. That is my first thing in the morning and the last thing at the end of the day. So I'm busy with it, and I make sure that it grows. And also I've got support. My father's continued supporting me. So much advice has been given to me, technically, administratively, and is ever there for me. So that is actually what has kept me going and everything else. Yeah.
What about your peers, people that are around you, the young people around you? Do you feel they get motivated by what you do, or do you feel like they almost always shy away because they feel like, I can't do this kind of job?
Yeah, most of my friends, they get motivated.
Okay.
And some of them actually, they get shocked when they see the product. They say, literally you did this? Or you got from maybe a Pinterest or whatsoever. Because they wonder, how did you come up with this? Because all they know is Winter, the water engineer, and everything else.
Yes,
So to find me doing all those things, with they get shocked and they're amazed and they get inspired. Because I'm now doing the stuff. Because it's one thing to say I want to be an entrepreneur. It's another thing to actually do it. And it's very difficult, and I can testify. So through that experience, many of my peers get inspired to get involved into entrepreneurship in the technical side.
Okay. How many people have you employed? If you're employing anybody, how many people are you empowering through this project?
At the moment, we have 4.
Okay.
When the job is big, sometimes we are more than that.
Yes.
10 and everything else. But those that are there, they are 4.
Okay.
Inclusive of me, we are 5.
Yes.
Sure.
That's good. That's a pretty decent project.
Sure.
I'm sure you're taking orders out every week, every day.
Yeah, we are actually busy every day.
You're busy every day.
Even if someone will say how is business, when you say business is good, we are working every day. We have no day where we are just seated without anything. That I can appreciate. We work every day.
That's good.
Yeah.
So in terms of your future projections, do you see yourself diving away from this, or do you feel like you have found your niche, you have found what you will be doing for the rest of your life? And what's your satisfaction or fulfillment level doing what you love to do?
This project, I may divert, but it will not stop. This is the mother of everything else. I'm an entrepreneur and I have to diversify.
Yes.
So this actually will be now the bigger capital for everything else I've planned to do. That dream of civil engineers is already there.
Yes.
At some point, I'm opening my own construction company.
Yes.
That's my vision. But this baby, it will be the mother of everything else. So that's the plan over time. Diversify, and this will help me amass that capital that I need. Yeah.
Are you getting fulfillment from doing this job?
Yeah, so much, especially when a client is satisfied. It's nice to produce something you see out of a picture, then it's become reality. It's very nice and very, 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 very good, because it's something where creativity is given that space. We become more creative, because with wood we can make almost anything. So when a client gives us what they want to make, then we make for them. I feel so satisfied, because it's like a sick patient comes to the hospital, because of you, a doctor, he would, same here, bring raw material, wood, produce for like these chairs that are here, and we are satisfied. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier how you had studied water engineering, and then you developed this interest in wood and seeing what your father was doing. And then when you developed enough interest, he asked you to go to school and do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's good. That's showing that you are humble. You're ready to learn. You're ready to go back to school. You were not just there saying, look, I've gone to school, I've done water engineering, I already have interest, I would just learn on the job. It takes a certain level of discipline to say, I'm interested in this kind of field, but I'm still going to go back to school and learn so that I can better my skill and my talent in this. Did you have any retraction in that area when your father asked you to say, if you're going to work in my workshop, go back to school? How did you feel about that?
Actually, I agreed.
Okay.
I agreed. I never had any retractions whatsoever, because even before he said that, I had plans. I had investigated. which school can I go to learn that carpentry skill? I had gone to NCA, National Construction Authority, I had gone to Thornton Construction Center and investigated. So that by the time you were saying that, I already picked what I wanted. I'm going there.
You're going there.
Yeah.
That's very important.
I actually was in agreement with what you were saying.
That's very important. That's something that we can actually learn from, to see, you know, learning does not end. Just because I have a degree in political science, if I'm interested in events planning, I should go to school for it.
Sure.
If I'm tomorrow interested in, I want to be a swimmer or a coach, I should go to school for that. Because skill is important, but learning also is important. Because you might just come and chop your fingers on the job here. You use very heavy machinery, sometimes very dangerous machinery. Okay. So what would your word be to a young person who is doubting themselves? They know they can fix a few things, they have a little bit of interest, but they're just doubting. They don't know if this is the right thing to do.
The advice I can give to my fellow young people out there is that most difficult thing that we all face, of fearing to be not approved by everyone, whatever we are thinking about, it should be taken away. If you have a passion for anything else, it may be your hobby, it may be your talent, it may be your skill, even your gift, just start. Support and help will find you on the way. Like me, I just started, and support and help found me on the way, and here I am progressing. Don't wait until your friends approve, or maybe your parents approve. Just do what you desire. At the end of the day, everyone else who disapproved will actually be amazed and will support you. I think that's the best thing you can do. Even when you are afraid, just start. It will surely help you, because passion beats everything. It's beyond anything. If you have just that passion, you'll be able to progress in any circumstance. Actually, passion is above any challenge. Above, because passion will make you have this foresight to learn even from those challenges. And that's what I can say.
Well, there you have it, viewers. That was a very good interview. So much to take away from. We've learned today that you can keep learning. Don't sit on that degree. Go and learn. If you need to pick up another skill, go and pick up another skill. Help will find you on the way. And that's it for today. We'll see you next time. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Make a date every Thursday at 16 hours and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.